I just had a interesting conversation that I thought I would share with someone who gave me a call. Good friend of mine, good acquaintance, I've known for a good long time, but he had called me to talk to me about a legal matter, and somewhere in the process of that, we got into the subject of Israel and their recent clash with the Palestinians. And he was talking about, and I'm not what you would call pro-Israel, but I am pro-common sense. And so his point basically was that Israel was correct, and it's justified in its response to being shot with rockets. But what made it invalid, where they had went over the line, was they had overreacted. It was a disproportionate use of force. And I said, well, what do you mean disproportionate use of force? It's like, well, they shot a few hundred rockets. Several thousand rockets didn't really hurt very many people, and Israel, bombed the crap out of them. And it was an overreaction. It was not a matched force. Legally, police have this thing called a continuum of force. And basically, not in practice, but in theory, what it is if you throw rocks at me, I throw rocks at you, I can't shoot you with a cannon. If you come at me with hands, I have to respond with hands as a rule of thumb. The police have to operate that way. And they have a scale of force they have to use. And so my point for him, and what I want to make clear to you, because apparently this is like the big argument. No one says that defending yourself from rockets is bad. It's just that Israel does it bad because they respond disproportionately. I want you to take this into consideration. Fight the police in the United States of America. If we are the standard by which all are to be measured by, the police here, our law enforcement, local, state, federal, they respond so disproportionately to force every time they go out. If there is one armed individual with a knife, they will shoot and kill him. That's an exact. And how many did how many did the guy with the knife kill? None. He doesn't have to kill any. If he has a knife, they're justified to kill him and will. If that's not disproportionate use of force, then what is? And I'm not saying that that you should not respond with more than sufficient force. If you come to my house and you have a pistol this big and you're acting in a threatening manner toward my family, I'm going to disproportionately respond to your threat. How in the world is it not okay to use a superior force to protect yourself? That's just an alien concept to me, but apparently it makes sense in somewhere. When and just for a side note, when I say Israel, I'm talking about the country that was placed there at the end of World War II and called Israel by the world, and I'm not certainly calling them Israel by the book. Alright, stay encouraged, the king is coming, and if someone threatens you, respond disproportionately, because it'll generally make you a lot safer person. Shalom.